Good day everyone. In today's video, we are going to attempt to find the radius of the red circle. The red circle is inscribed in a square, and we have a 4x2 rectangle at the upper left corner of the square. Alright, so you can pause the video and see if you can solve the question under 1 minute. Okay, let's identify the center of the circle. A line from the center of the circle to any point on the circumference of the circle is a radius. So this is a radius. Alright, so the next step we take is let's join this end to the radius. Good. So if this part is 4 centimeter, the length of the rectangle is 4 centimeter, this is also 4 centimeter. We can redraw it. The rectangle is something like this. We have 4 centimeter here, so we have this line joining here, so I have this dotted line like this. Good. So now said this place is 4 centimeter from this point to this point. That's 4 centimeter. From here to here is 4 centimeter, and we know that the whole of this line is the radius. So it means that from this place to this place is r negative 4. So I'm going to subtract 4 from r to get this region. From this region to this region, I mean from here to here. Okay, so it means that from this place, from this point to this point, so I'm having r negative 4. So let's draw another line from the center of the circle to a point on the circumference to indicate our radius. So this is r. Okay, let's join these upper parts together. Alright, good. Now from this point to this point is 2 units we are given. So similarly, from here to here is also 2 units. Then if the whole of this line is a radius and the upper part here is 2 units, it only means that from this place to this place is going to be r negative 2. But I only need r negative 2. So let me erase the 2 units. Now, but this is what we need. If from here to here is r negative 2, similarly, from here to here too is also going to be r negative 2. So I'll put r negative 2 here. Then I will have to do some cleaning. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to join this part, this point to this point. Good. Now I have a right angle triangle, and mind you, this is a radius. From the center of the circle to any point on the circumference is a radius. So this is 90 degrees. So let's draw out that triangle, that right angle triangle. So we have this. These are r negative 2. This is r negative 4. And this is r. So we're going to use Pythagoras theorem, which states that in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the two other sides of the right angle triangle. So we have r squared is equals to r negative 2 squared plus r negative 4 squared. So this is r squared is equals to, here if we open this bracket, we are going to have r squared negative 4r plus 4, and this is going to give us a r squared. This will give us a negative 8r plus 16. Okay, so let's collect like terms. So r squared, that is 2r squared. Negative 4r, negative 8r, that is negative 12r. Plus 4 plus 16, that's going to give us plus 20. Okay, Now we are going to have a quadratic equation. So if we subtract r squared from both sides of the equation, so this is going to be 0. 2r squared minus r squared, that's going to give us r squared negative 12r plus 20. Then we are going to factorize this quadratic equation. So we are going to look for two numbers that we are going to add together, and these two numbers will give us negative 12, and when we multiply them together, that's going to give us 20, and the two numbers are negative 10 and negative 2. So we'll substitute negative 12r with negative 10r and negative 2r. These two sums up to negative 12r, and if you multiply them together, that's going to give you plus 20. So we have plus 20 equals to 0. So then we can find the highest common factor of r squared and negative 10r. So that's going to be r. Open the bracket, r squared divided by r, we have r. Negative 10r divided by r, that's negative 10. Okay, then we'll consider negative 2r plus 20, and the highest common factor for that, that's going to be negative 2. So that negative 2r divided by negative 2, that's going to give us r. And 20 divided by negative 2, that's going to give us negative 10. So the factors of the quadratic equation are r negative 10 and r negative 2. So we equate each of them to 0. So we're going to have r negative 10 equals to 0, add 10 to both sides of the equation, then we have r equals to 10. Then we have r negative 2 equals to 0, add 2 to both sides of the equation, then we're going to have r equals to 2. So we have two answers. We have 10 and we have 2. Okay, alright, we have 10 in the option. Wow, we are correct. But how is 2 not an answer? Okay, 2 is not an answer because if we substitute 2 into r negative 4 here, that's going to give us 2 negative 4, and that's going to be negative 2. So we aren't going to get negative 2 as the length of this triangle. So our final answer is 10 units. Thank you so much, guys, for watching.